It hasn't been easy, but they've managed to amass a really good international challenge for this week's Group 1 Dual Crown in Abu Dhabi. And one of them, who is sure to be popular, is Messi, and he's owned and trained by Timo. And tell me about this horse. It's an amazing story, isn't it? You bred him, you own him, and he's a superstar.
Yes, we are lucky with him. So we've bred him. He's out of Daes and a Dorman mother. He's been in the stable so long he's on Earth, so we are very lucky with him. He was in external training facilities and trainers. However, this year, due to COVID, I had more time myself, so I said, okay, we will give him all the time he deserves. And okay, he's already 8 years old, so we needed to do it now. And we are happy with the results which we achieved this year. So.
Well, his run at Longchamp was really good. He looked like he was going to win.
Yeah, at Longchamp was great. The first preparation race, the Prix Dragon, we were very happy with the second place after Faza. And then, of course, we had some more time to train him well and to give him the necessary rest. And then he achieved to have a very, very nice run, or an incredible run at the World Cup, yes.
And you were telling me his prep race, you didn't have the best sort of circumstances leading up to that.
Yes, that's true, because we had quite a lot of rain. And then we couldn't, we have a small track at home, it's only 750 meters, so we can't do a lot of speed work. For sure, if it's raining, then even that is getting a problem. With a small sprint you can't do it, because the ground which we use is just a normal field ground, so we don't have an all-weather surface. And that's why we couldn't train him very well, so we went into the forest and so to train him. So maybe that's an advantage as well, because then he's clear in the head. But yeah, it wasn't ideal, but yeah, the results were incredible at that time. Yeah.
And it's an amazing story, because you've got a small barn of horses, but this is your only racehorse.
Yeah, that's my only racehorse at the moment. So we have a facility which we used to have since 30 years at home. Where normally we had Arabian show horses from my parents, and now he's the only one in the stable at night time. The rest of the horses are always on the field, so he has the stables for his own. So yeah, it's a nice place.
And how do you think Abu Dhabi will suit him? 2,200 meters should be a good distance.
The 2,200 meters should be a distance which he must be able to cover. Also, if we see what he did during World Cup, that he tried to rebattle when Taif was coming over him. So I think I'm quite okay that he normally would do the 2,200 meters, is no problem. The only thing what could be an effect is, like I said, I don't have a real nice track at home, so the only thing where we could lack is the speed. So,
right.
But not the stamina. There he needs to be okay. What we had here the last 10 days, a big track, ideal ground, and the facilities which you have over here, although it's hot, I think he still took some advantage of that, yeah.
And you have a very good jockey. Pat Dobbs is going to ride.
Yes, I'm very lucky with him. So Adrie de Vries mentioned to take Patrick. So I'm very lucky with that. He had a nice ride with him yesterday morning, and hopefully he can do a nice thing on a Friday as well. So.
And what's he like to train? He seems very relaxed this morning. He's a nice horse to be around.
For training, he's a really relaxed horse. We, like I said, we don't do the traditional method of training. So we play a lot with training training possibilities. The lady who rides him every day is also not a jockey. It's a lady who is normally doing show jumping. So the combination of all that has resulted in a nice year. So we keep on doing that way because the results were okay. Yeah.
It's a brilliant story, and your young daughter, she loves him, doesn't she?
Yes, she really loves him. In the week I work, but every weekend day in the morning she wants to go to Messi. So there's a small Jack Russell next to him, so the two names are most important at the moment.
And what would it mean if you could win this race? It would be huge for you and also for Belgium.
Yeah, it would be really huge. For me, it would be a dream. I often go on holiday to Abu Dhabi, and also to Dubai, and then you see the horses over here running, and then you say, okay, it would be great if one day when I'm retired I could buy a horse and race over here. And I was lucky enough to have it a few years later, still working and still being able to enjoy everything and do it myself. So Yeah, I'm very happy with that. And also for the breeders in Belgium, they are really happy with what he delivered. Also, I think it gives them more like a horizon, so that everybody can achieve something. Messi did good races in the past, but never in group level. He could do in a group level, let's say, in Belgium, 3rd, 4th place. That was his maximum. And now the real high group level, group 1, like in Paris, no. We couldn't deliver that in the past. There was the mare of Peter Dekkers who won a race in the UK, a group race, but for the rest it already took long time back when there were horses who could do that. So I think it's encouraging for everybody at ours, and also Nelly Philippot, who does a lot of work into it, and Johan Verstrepen, they really do a nice work to keep the horses running, and I think everybody in Belgium is very thankful to the Middle East countries to support Arabian racing in Belgium, because if we wouldn't have that, for us it would be difficult to keep on racing. So we are really thankful for that.